Alright, since I'm kind of on a roll, I'm going to go ahead and immediately just give the Lehon tutorial. So, we've just got our fighter encounter, and we've just returned to the Ebon Hawk. So we're here on Lehon, and we're going to immediately flip around and start running. Also, actually, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your last alacrity on, and then you're going to start running. And notice I did that by going inventory, enter, inventory. Usually somewhere along this walk, you're going to add Jolie. So remember, I do that by rolling map into enter. Notice that Canderous and Karth have been deleted from existence. That happens, don't worry. So we have Jolie now, and we're ready to enter here. So, because of all the routines we did, our save is currently kind of borked. The autosaves are being formed correctly, but our game in progress folder still isn't properly populated. So, from module to module, we are not maintaining new module save data. So, we're going to enter right in here, but whenever we return to Ebon Hawk, which is the first thing you need to do, what's going to happen is the module that we just entered into has not been committed to memory. So whenever I click transit back, it's going to be like I'm going there for the first time. And since we're going there for the first time, they don't have a last player location, so they'll spawn us in the default location in the module. So the default location in the module is right here. This is a very dangerous spot, because if I move forward about 3 inches, I'm going to get ambushed by Mandalorians. So it's very important that you only move directly to the right. Specifically right there between those bricks, because that's where our next DLC is. So you're going to get here, we're going to activate, or deactivate rather, v-sync, and we're going to immediately run for these bricks. So now the spot is to get the masonry of, I'm actually going to show you, the masonry of these bricks you want between the male character's legs. So we're going to get that real quick, and you're just going to kind of shimmy around that. It's a pretty easy DLC. So as soon as I get here, I like to go tab, U, enter, up, enter. That is not required at all, but I like putting Jolie in his underwear. I think it's funny. So, that's not required at all. At the very least, you should swap to Jolie because he doesn't have alacrity, so this DLC will be easier. In my opinion, I feel like this is the hardest DLC in the run. Not everybody agrees, but yeah, I have a hard time with this one. So you kind of keep Jolie's ear about an inch or so away from the door, and if you have his pants off and you can see between his legs, there's actually a little visual cue for between his legs. It's using some bumps in the wall. I'm not very great at this one. Honestly, I should practice it more, but let's just see if I'm actually able to get in a reasonable amount of time during the tutorial. There it is. So yeah, that one takes a lot of practice. Alright, once you've DLZ'd up here, you want to turn solo mode back on, or solo mode, v-sync back on. I mix them up because, you know, letter V gives you solo mode. Anyway, you're going to quick save, well, actually any type of AMG works. You're going to AMG, and you're going to run into this conversation here. You don't have to cancel, but I like to cancel because it's funny. Because what you're going to do is as soon as she starts speaking, you're going to hit quick save, like this. Quick save, and then you're going to quick load. That skips the whole fight, and now this conversation here, it's going to be all 2s. So, we're going to click, and I'm mashing click and 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We've chosen the dark side. Jolie's going to try and attack us, but not to worry. We're going to immediately quick save, and then we're going to load fast lane, like this. AMG while it's loading, open the map, return to hideout, and quick load. That's how you do a fast lane. And we're just going to hit OK. And so now we're here with Bastila. So all we need to do now is get to the Ebon Hawk. Not this Ebon Hawk, but the actual Ebon Hawk, the one that we made our save on earlier. And we're going to do that with a fancy hotshot. So there's a trigger right here. As soon as we run into it and the screen goes black, we're going to hit options like this. Cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save our game in our hotshot slot. And we're going to load the save we made on the Ebon Hawk. Once we're here, because this is the destination we want to hotshot to, this is where we make our quick save. So we quick save here, and we're going to load back in the hotshot, and we're going to Alt F4 while it loads. And now that we're here, we're opening the options menu, and we're going to select load game and cancel at the same time. We're going to double tap some menu, quick save, double click on quick load. And just like that, we're back on the Ebon Hawk, and the Starforge is available for us. So, we're ready to travel. And I'm going to go and show that traveling. So, what you do is you're going to travel, and while it's loading, you're going to Alt F4 for an AMG, like this. You immediately unpause, and then you're going to cancel and double tap free look. That skips 2 minutes and 45 seconds of cutscenes. Alright. And now, the Bastila has been added to our party. We've gotten some goodies. Among those goodies includes hyperadrenal alacrities, which increase your movement speed by 30%, which is a lot. So we're going to go inventory, enter inventory, and we're going to start running. Some people like to auto level here. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I don't think it makes really any difference at all. You still die in 1 lightning bolt during the Malik fight. We're going to exit the Ebon Hawk, and we are going to do a single quick save, and then a hard load. And just like that, we are on the Starforge. So I'm going to go ahead and make the tutorial save. Alright, that's Starforge, that's Lehon.